help is at hand. Our team of negotiators can consolidate your payments into one simple, affordable loan delivered in twins.
We need to talk.
Lovely to see you, darling. Did you have a nice day at the office? My day was fine, thank you.
What the hell is this? You have been lying to me.
You opened my mail.
How could you? After everything we've been through.
You opened my mail. This is my business.
And I'll end up having to pay. This has to go. So does this. We might as well see what we can get for this.
Baby, now you've been completely irrational. How am I going to make any money?
You don't make any money! That is why we are in this mess!
Well, that's because you won't let me. Look, this is my problem. I can pay it back.
What?
Just let me write down my debt.
This is ridiculous!
Let me get you some painkillers. Have something to eat. It will make you feel better. Bakra, I cooked some meze earlier on. Why don't you lie down and I'll bring you something? Putting up with me? You should try living with you.
Well, I wouldn't mind having someone pay for everything.
Then I wouldn't mind someone let me get on with my own life. Without having to listen all night to stories about you and your work and your responsibilities to your family. Which, by the way, are still coming to visit this year. Just like last year and the year before and every year.
Well, if you feel that way, why don't you just leave?
Me leave? Why don't you leave?
Bloody hell's going on here?
Get back to work! Right now, you are overweight, and it is unsustainable. You want to keep that wife of yours?
I thought you have.
The hell you don't.
I've tried to be fair with you, but things have gone far enough. I can't do this.
The longer this goes on, the more it'll cost you. I mean, where is the guy now?
He's with our marriage counselor.
You are not working hard enough! You are not working hard enough!
Listen, I have been looking for a job, getting into shape, just like you ask. I want to pay back the money, believe me. But I'm suffering here.
I'm just trying to help you.
Why don't you just forgive me?
You never learn.
But...
Look, I don't want to argue. Let's not ruin it for everyone else.
So, as Chief Secretary, I bring a close to this meeting. Unless, of course, anyone has anything to add. Anyone? Anyone at all?
I owe you nothing. It is you who owes me. And all of us. Oh no. Come on, guys. Don't act like you don't know it. If it wasn't for all of us, she wouldn't have anything.
There is a line, and he just crossed it.
So sad. Yeah,
The end.
Surprising. Ich weiß nicht, ob ich alles verstanden habe, aber können wir ja gleich mal gucken.
So, did you understand what the film was about, who the characters were? Not entirely.
Also offensichtlich ging es um Beziehungsprobleme.
Bah, il est question de personnes de nationalités différentes, du coup, qui ont du mal à se comprendre.
It was clearly about austerity and the euro crisis.
Wir haben hier die europäische Situation, eine Beziehung, die sich über Jahre entfaltet, verkörpert durch dieses Paar.
Ça parlait du couple franco-allemand.
German and the French.
Italian and German.
The woman is very work oriented, and the crisis would be Germany.
Der Mann war schätzungsweise Grieche.
The guy was Greece.
He played a traditional Greek instrument.
Seriously, he was Greece?
Yeah.
He was totally France to me.
C'est un peu comme dans Un gars et une fille avec Jean Dujardin et Alexandra Lamy, tu vois, ils peuvent se disputer mais à la fin ils se réconcilient quand même. Alors que je sais pas s'il y a vraiment ce sentiment de fraternité, comment dire, de jeu presque, ou bon avec la Grèce quoi.
Did you find this video funny?
No.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Je pense que quand on le regarde la deuxième fois, oui, on rigole bien.
The American IMF guy I found funny.
Sometimes it's a bit overplayed.
I just believe that it replicates some stereotypes that have been on the media and has nothing to do with the reality and the real explanation of the crisis.
Does it annoy you when people use clichés about your country?
I'm used to it. I've made peace with it. Yes. They're often very inaccurate.
Ça m'énerve jamais, je trouve ça rigolo les clichés.
Das erstmal hilft so als Icebreaker, also in gewohnte Situationen.
Cliché is just like prejudice. It is the beginning of a judgment, not the whole judgment and not a true judgment, but the beginning of something that might be true.
Es stört mich, wenn Leute diese Klischees verwechseln und sie verallgemeinern oder sie versuchen auf die gesamte Bevölkerung 1:1 anzuwenden und zu übertragen. Es ist gut, über Dinge zu lachen, aber man muss sich auch informieren und man muss auch Dinge wirklich so versuchen zu verstehen, wie sie dann auch wirklich sind.
I feel like I kind of see it with a touch of humor because I definitely see the French point of view towards Americans. A lot of times clichés are kind of like justified.
Non, moi je m'en fous, j'aime bien les clichés, que ce soit sur les autres ou sur mon pays. J'aime qu'on dise que les Français sont arrogants, qu'ils ne savent pas parler anglais, qui sont prétentieux, qu'ils s'imaginent que leur cuisine est la meilleure du monde, etc. J'aime beaucoup.
Et est-ce que tu penses que c'est vrai?
Bon, en partie, oui. Oui, en tout cas pour la cuisine. Vrai, je sais pas.
Which cliché about your country would you say is the worst?
I think complaints about the food is the most widespread and not true.
Americans are fat.
We're fat, we're ignorant, we're stupid, we don't know what's going on. I can go on.
The cliche is that the country cheated and the country doesn't really try much.
Le pays des droits de l'homme, ça m'énerve.
Manche Leute sagen zum Beispiel, in Italien will niemand arbeiten.
To be deemed unresponsible and unreliable.
Das Deutsche kalt sind.
Dieses Harsche, dieses Einfordernde, dieses ja fast schon Maskuline in der Frau.
Biertrinker, dass wir nur Kartoffeln essen.
Auf der anderen Seite passt es irgendwie in den Kontext dieses Videos.
Je pense que les clichés qui nous énervent le plus, c'est ceux qui sont vrais.
Which character portrayed the country best according to you?
I think Germany seemed like she portrayed it well. I mean, she was even wearing the business suit and she was kind of wearing the pants in the relationship.
The German. Sentimental, but also rigorous and very stressed.
L'Allemagne.
Ja, Griechenland.
The English trying to sort of play the Euro crisis to sort of get more of what they want.
Do you think that Germans are really bossy and authoritative, just like in the film?
Yes. It could be stereotype. It could be their how they are in general. I don't have the answer because I don't know. But in this crisis, I just think that they said they have the bargaining power and this is what you have to do. And you have to do it, and if you don't do it, it's not our problem and it's your problem. And they split what was supposed to be a convergence.
Hast du dich in einer der Figuren wieder erkannt?
Nicht unbedingt, weil die Figuren zu karikativ waren.
Für mich schwierig, weil ich ja, wie gesagt, Italiener bin, aber in Deutschland aufgewachsen bin. Das heißt, ich kenne beide Sichtweisen.
Not particularly, but I have some sympathy to the French arrogance, which I sometimes share.
Ja, vielleicht am ehesten in dem Engländer, der im Taxi dann, ne, der dann so den Arm um sie gelegt hat und so, ah, komm, wir machen das. Und
moi, comme je t'ai dit, j'aimais bien le grec là, parce que je crois que c'était le français. Son côté un peu, oui, je m'en fous de tout, on verra bien ce qui arrive, laisse-moi jouer de la guitare, faire la cuisine, voilà. Je trouve ça sympathique, quoi.
Oui, je pense que j'aurais été aussi énervée que la fille, mais je pense que... bon, déjà, je me serais peut-être pas foutue avec la Grèce, mais bon.
I feel like I'm a little bit of everything. I feel like I have my lazy days when I like make promises like the guy who's representing Greece, but then like obviously I want to be more like Germany.
Quand on est bon et efficace, je pense que c'est une question de tempérament, on a du mal à supporter que les autres soient plus lents, plus perfectionnistes, plus cool. C'est comme le travail en groupe, quoi.
What do you think about the fact that the video chose to depict Greece as a man and Germany as a woman?
Has it anything to do with Frau Dr. Angela Merkel? I would say yes.
Ja, Frau passt eigentlich wegen Angela Merkel zum Beispiel. Deswegen finde ich die Idee ganz gut, weil sie hatte auch so ein bisschen Züge von Angela Merkel, fand ich.
Strong, blonde German woman is just kind of who you see when you see Germany.
Vielleicht daran, dass Griechenland sehr männerdominiert ist.
Déjà, c'est moderne.
Ja, auch ganz nett, dass es eine Frau ist, die die starke Rolle hat.
Also showing women's empowerment.
Das freut mich ja auf anderer Ebene, aber...
Je pense que comme on a l'habitude dans nos systèmes traditionnels d'avoir un homme qui travaille et une femme à la maison, l'analogie aurait été moins frappante et le fait que ça puisse clasher aurait peut-être été moins évident.
Who is right according to you between the husband and the wife?
Oh God. I don't even want to try answering that.
Oh.
Schwierig.
I think it's very dangerous to take sides in these situations.
Ich würde jetzt eher sagen, die Frau.
Honestly, I think the woman's right.
Mir schien es zumindest so, als wäre er ganz schön faul. Und eigentlich finde ich das nicht ganz akzeptabel.
Beide haben recht. Europa ist eine Gemeinschaft mit sehr unterschiedlich geprägten Völkern.
Neither.
Aucun des deux, enfin je veux dire, même moi je me remets en cause pour essayer de plus comprendre les autres. On peut très bien comprendre qu'un pays n'ait pas envie d'avoir la même économie que l'Allemagne.
Maybe it's not because Greeks spend too much, maybe it's because the Germans save too much and this influences the whole economy. When people lose money it's because they want to invest in something. So she wanted to invest in a relationship and if the other party didn't behave very well, maybe it's a wrong decision to invest in that relationship.
À un moment dans le film, ils disent si on n'était pas là tous, l'Allemagne n'aurait rien. À ton avis, est-ce que c'est vrai?
Bah, c'est vrai, ne serait-ce que économiquement. Les exportations de l'Allemagne font ça, voilà, l'endettement de la Grèce fait ça aussi, quoi. C'est assez mathématique.
Klar, ohne die anderen europäischen Staaten wäre Deutschland nicht so stark.
The German success is a success compared to the other country's success, or no, failures.
No, that is not true, because this is not fair for Germany. The same way the converse argument is not fair about Greece. It's not that Germany would not have anything, they would have much less. And the converse, Greeks would have been much less carbon.
On est un peu quand même un peu méprisant vis-à-vis de la Grèce, parce que c'est quand même eux qui sont le... Enfin, c'est comme la Grèce que le fondement idéologique, si je puis dire, en tout cas spirituel et culturel, du reste de l'Europe.
Nach deiner Meinung hat Griechenland genug Fortschritte gemacht?
Oh, jetzt wird's politisch. Ja.
I think they've been trying hard. I think that they've had some difficulties in the form of some pretty terrible politics.
Genug nicht, sie müssen weiterhin arbeiten, weil ihr Haushalt noch nicht so dasteht, wie das tun sollte.
When you think of structural reforms in political system, which in Greece is in a total mess. So no, it has not yet done its utmost.
Yes, and they tried too hard. At some points, I think they reached results that they can say to people, this is what we did, that they are not sustainable and they cannot continue.
Could you give us an example of what was the most striking thing that happened in your country to reduce the debt?
A lot of people got fired, lost their job. I think the minimum wage was decreased like 50% within 1-2 years. The problem is that there are no jobs because the economy contracts and contracts and contracts. So I just feel every day that people are desperate and there is no solution and there is no prospect, there is no hope. Most social benefits were taken in Greece. If you want to have, for example, access to healthcare system, you need to work, and now you lose your job, and then you don't have access to healthcare system, and then they introduce fees. Sometimes you see older people who are frustrated, and sometimes they look desperate, and I'm always asking, but you live worse days, and you live much worse days. They come from World War II. And they say that back then they might not have had money, but they didn't have debt, and now the government is asking for money, is introducing taxes, and they cannot pay, and they feel that they're being chased, and a lot of people feel that I'm going to go to the jail and there's nothing I can do. So, I don't know which measure was the worst.
What do you think of the IMF strategy to help countries, and does it really help them or make things worse, like for Argentina?
I think it does help quite a bit. A lot of the criticism that the IMF gets is for things that happened 30, 40 years ago, for which the IMF is actually very self-critical and has worked on trying to improve quite a lot.
Something needs to be done, not to the point of like extreme austerity where they can't even like move forward because they're being cut back so much.
In the balance of things, I think the IMF does significantly improve things for countries. The first parts of going to the gym are always really painful. In the long run, that's good, but in the short run, there are people who really suffer for it.
Wäre die Situation in Deutschland besser ohne Griechenland und gleichweise in Griechenland besser ohne Deutschland, nach deiner Meinung?
Es wäre in gewisser Hinsicht einfacher für Griechenland.
Probably yes.
Si la sortie était possible, je pense qu'il y a un moment où oui, c'est peut-être plus simple.
Für Griechenland wahrscheinlich ein bisschen besser, weil sie dann ihre eigene Währung haben und dann die Währung abwerten können.
Keine Frage, die Machtverhältnisse momentan sind nicht optimal, aber eine Teilung ist keine Alternative, finde ich.
Nur für Deutschland wäre es wahrscheinlich besser, wenn Griechenland im Euro drin bleiben würde, weil wir dann weiter unsere Produkte verkaufen können, wenn ich ganz egoistisch jetzt denke.
They shouldn't separate.
The best is to like get through it and stay together.
Man hat dieses Projekt gemeinsam begründet und sollte auch daran festhalten.
Do you think that getting rid of the Eurozone could be a way of saving the European Union?
I'm very glad my country didn't get in the Eurozone, because I think that has helped us enormously.
We keep talking about getting rid of it or staying in and not changing it.
Okay.
We could change it.
What does the future hold for the European Union according to you?
If I knew that, I'd be a very rich man.
Sehr positiv.
Oh, I'm very much pro-Europe.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually more pro-Europe than most Europeans.
So I don't personally see an end to the European Union as such. I think it will survive in one form or the other. The test was always going to be the recession.
The United States of Europe is an idea I really like. Germany sees it as these lazy Greek people who are, living off of all of our work. Whereas they don't see that as like, oh, these lazy Bavarians who are living off of our work. in the same way.
Momentan gibt es ja so ein bisschen Probleme, weil es viel so auf diesen Nationalismus zurückgeht in jedem Land. Es gibt so Abspaltungsbewegungen.
You know that there is a Nazi party in Greece right now. We've never had one before.
Also in Deutschland sagt man ja, wir verpulvern unser Geld in Griechenland, und in Griechenland sagen alle, ja, die Deutschen sind wie die Nazis früher und wollen uns alles auferlegen.
Maybe we should try and fix them instead of punishing, because there have been very big statements about I want to inflict pain. I want this program to be so bad that nobody else will want it. That was to avoid the domino effect and contagion.
I'm optimistic as long as they make some regulations that are kind of more strict and fair for all the countries.
Right now it doesn't work, and even if we go to a solution that would be more federal, I'm skeptical about who decides what. And there might be a lack of democracy and legitimacy of the decisions taken.
If Germany remains obsessed by some of Mrs. Merkel's agenda and shows no comprehension whatsoever for the suffering countries, a separation might be probable, but also regrettable.
Moi je crois effectivement que si on restait une puissance, en tout cas économique, on a intérêt à s'unir, à s'intégrer, mais je pense que ce serait dommage, parce qu'on y perdrait au niveau identité, au niveau culturel, pour l'intérêt identitaire, pour l'intérêt... oui, pour que les peuples au fond soient heureux, se sentent appartenir vraiment à une nation et pas seulement à une communauté économique. Je crois que ce serait mieux que l'Union européenne disparaisse, ce qui ne veut pas dire qu'on ne peut pas avoir des partenaires économiques, des traités défensifs.
With the rise of UKIP, do you think that there's a chance that Britain will actually leave?
Yeah, I think there's a strong chance that could happen, and if it doesn't leave, there'll be pressure to renegotiate its terms.
Am letzten Dienstag wurde der Waffenstillstand des Ersten Weltkriegs in den meisten europäischen Ländern gefeiert. Was symbolisiert dieser Tag für die Deutschen und für dich? Und hat die EU ihre Wette, Frieden in Europa zu bewahren, gewonnen?
Ja, das auf jeden Fall. Also, weil es scheint ja, gut, jetzt mit Ukraine ist eine andere Sache.
As an American, you relate more to World War II.
Für mich persönlich hat eher das Ende des Zweiten Weltkriegs eine größere Bedeutung.
With the European project, we showed that we were able to work together, to understand one another, and to concentrate on what united us.
The reply changes on the time window you take, and that's always the case in economics.
À mon avis, déjà à la base, c'est une idée excellente de vouloir dire on aura la paix politique à partir du moment où on essaiera de mettre en place des échanges économiques. C'est pas une paix complètement idéale et abstraite.
Then the Eurozone was introduced, and conflicting interests had to survive.
C'est un objectif qui est négatif, c'est-à-dire que pour moi, on ne s'unit pas pour empêcher quelque chose, on s'unit pour faire quelque chose, pour créer quelque chose, pas pour éviter que quelque chose ne se reproduise. Une Union européenne telle qu'on la conçoit aujourd'hui ou telle qu'on ne la conçoit pas n'a aucun sens et par conséquent aucun avenir.
Wir hoffen, dass dieser Film Ihnen gefallen hat.
We hope that you enjoyed this film. Wir danken allen, die an diesem Projekt teilgenommen haben.
Thank you so much to all the people who took part in this project.